10 tips to help you become a master samurai. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more features on how to not die in Nioh. To see more of the game in action, check out our Dual Swords gameplay video. Make sure to keep a close eye on your ki gauge during battle. Avoid recklessly swinging your weapon at opponents as it'll quickly drain your ki and put you in an immobile state. This is indicated by a red gauge, and while in this state, you're vulnerable to enemy attacks. If this occurs, mash the dodge button to ensure you get out of the way of danger as soon as possible. Unlike the Souls games, you can see how much ki an enemy has when you lock onto them. When an opponent completely drains their ki, they'll either lack the energy to move or attack more erratically. Take advantage of this opportunity, as enemies are more susceptible to being staggered when you hurt them in this state. When an enemy is staggered, you have a better chance of landing a powerful grapple or final blow as well. It's also possible to inflict direct damage to an opponent's ki using special skills that are acquired via the Learn Skills menu. Each weapon type has a particular technique that can inflict ki damage. For example, the sword has a kick skill, which allows you to chain a kick at the end of a combo to drain an opponent's ki. Prioritize unlocking these skills, as they can be vital in overcoming tough encounters. One of the most important mechanics in Nioh is the ki pulse, a combat maneuver that allows you to restore some of the ki you've expended from attacking. To execute it, press R1 when light gathers around you after an attack. The better you time the ki pulse, the more ki you'll gain back. Ki pulse is also a necessity in purifying yokai realms, which are enemy attacks that reduce your ki regeneration rate within a certain area. A perfect ki pulse can instantly remove a yokai realm from the field. To execute a perfect ki pulse, time your button press to when the light is just about to fade around you. You'll know when you've executed it when a swirling light forms as you raise your weapon. The benefits of ki pulse may not seem like much at first, but using it effectively can make all the difference in battle. It's important to take advantage of the various weapon stances, as each add useful attack variations to the weapons in your arsenal. There are 3 stances in total: high, mid, and low. High stance offers large attack damage and defense against enemies, but at heavy expense to your speed and ki. Mid stance offers medium attack speed and damage with some cost to your ki. And low stance allows you to attack quickly, albeit weakly, with little expense to your ki. Familiarize yourself with the feel of each stance and how they impact your weapons of choice. Some stances prove more useful than others during certain encounters. Utilizing a sword's high stance allows you to slash vertically, which is ideal against enemies that stay low to the ground. A careful and calculated understanding of weapon stances is key to surviving the most difficult battles. Nioh has an internal achievement system called titles, which allows you to earn additional stat bonuses. There are 2 achievement lists in total, Agyo and Ungyo. Each offers different challenges that demand you fulfill distinct conditions. For instance, the Swordsman Adept title requires you to defeat 100 human enemies with the sword. The more you diversify the types of attacks you use, including non-weapon attacks like throwing bombs, the more likely you'll earn a new title. Upon earning a title, you will receive reputation points. Once you've accumulated enough, you'll gain a prestige point, which you can use to acquire a stat bonus in the prestige summary screen. Each piece of armor you find has its own distinct special effects that grant you a variety of bonuses such as damage reduction, Amarita bonuses, and increased dash endurance. However, in order to access them, you need to meet the armor's statistical parameters, which are listed at the bottom of its description in the equipment screen. For instance, the foot piece of the Warlord armor requires your stamina to be at 7 and your strength at 6. Be mindful of parameters when you equip armor, as not meeting them makes a piece of armor only half as useful as it could be. While it might not seem apparent at first, there's actually an equipment weight mechanic in the game. Each piece of armor has its own weight value, which, when equipped, contributes to your overall equipment weight percentage. Note how the font color changes from green to yellow at the top of the equipment screen when you exceed a certain weight. The higher the percentage is, the more ki your attacks and dodges will consume. Your movement speed is also affected. Understand your playstyle to manage your equipment weight accordingly. If you value mobility, staying at a lighter weight is ideal, but if you prefer slow, powerful weaponry, stick to a heavier weight. It's important that you never let your equipment weight exceed 100%, as your attacks and evasive maneuvers will consume nearly half your ki per action. When you explore an area, keep an eye out for kodama, which are small green yokai that wear soup cups as hats. If you encounter a kodama, approach it and hold circle to send it back to a shrine. For every 5 you collect, you increase the max number of elixirs you can hold at a time. In addition, the number you collect affects the percentages of the kodama blessings you receive at a shrine. Collecting kodama also gives you access to their blessings, which are passive buffs that you can purchase at a shrine. Each blessing is associated with a specific type of kodama. There are 5 types in total, with 5 of each defined in a region. The more you collect of a specific type, the higher the percentage its respective blessing will be. It's important to note that whenever you reach a new region, the kodama blessing percentage is reset. This is because each region has its own set of 25 kodama to collect. There are 2 special support abilities in the game, Ninjutsu and Onmyo Jutsu. Ninjutsu focuses on the use of throwable items and inflicting status ailments on enemies, while Onmyo Jutsu emphasizes imbuing your weapon with different elemental properties to take advantage of enemy weaknesses. Both are incredibly useful, and each offers you an array of options to supplement your offensive efforts. Ninjutsu and Onmyo Jutsu abilities are unlocked by spending points via the Learn Skills menu in their respective tabs. Once you've acquired a Ninjutsu or Onmyo Jutsu skill, you can then assign one to an item shortcut by accessing the Ready Jutsu menu.